I think that our biggest challenge is going to continue to be finding people to work with us that understand our role in society. It's like we're not just pesticide applicators. That's not what our job is. And it's hard to take somebody who doesn't have a background in service-related industries to understand their impact on customers, to fully embrace what it is we're actually trying to accomplish and why we exist. And so you get these almost like transactional employees. Hey, I'm here to work. I just want to go, do what you need me to do. And it's like, that's great, but you really need to understand why, and you need to take it seriously and really get engaged.
One of the biggest things that we face in today's business is that we have multiple generations of technicians and employees working within companies. And for the older generation, it's hard for us to understand the ways of communication, the ways of training that are acceptable to the younger generations. We have as many as 4 generations now working in the field, 4, even 5 in some situations. And if we don't accept change for the younger generation, we're going to get left behind.
I think first, Neogen being a company that is very new in the professional pest industry, it is creating an awareness of what our company brand is, and then our professional pest branded products, and establishing that we are a quality manufacturer that is here to support the pest management industry, along with our product lines in that space as well.
I think there are a couple factors in there. Attracting talent is always going to be the challenge. One, people start having different, we have different generations of talents to appeal to, and people have choices now, or with the increasing minimum wage and job requirements, I think that's going to be the challenging part for us.
The major growth obstacle is attracting and retaining talent, because we're a people business, and everybody says that, but we truly are, because it's our people that deliver our service. And so since COVID, it's been a challenge and a change in how people treat the workplace and careers.
Without a doubt, obviously, employee retention is huge, just like everybody in the market. And obviously, because we are a manufacturer, the science and the costs associated with bringing a new product to the market is very expensive. So,
top growth obstacles for Kingfish Pest Control are inflation over the past 12 months, finding qualified individuals that enjoy the industry and want to work hard.
It's all about the people. It's being able to attract new talent, being able to, continuously recruiting. I think recruiting is one of those things that, every person in the company has a responsibility to always be on the lookout for great talent. And I would say that's a huge one when it comes to growth, is just being able to attract new talent. And then the second piece of that is retaining the employees that we have. Being able to keep a great pulse, with all of our customer, facing field colleagues, and make sure that, they're happy, they're fulfilled. Being able to retain those employees is critical, because, as anyone in the industry knows, whenever you have, whether it's a seat that's empty in the call center or a truck that's empty that, was supposed to do a route that day, those are some of those pain points that absolutely can stifle your growth. So that ongoing recruiting and employee retention is just mission critical.
So growth obstacles, I would say definitely finding employees, technicians, CSRs. I think over the last couple of years we've seen a lot of that, where they jump from company to company, and they're finding different reasons to stay. I think finding the strategies to keeping great employees will be another one, with benefits and compensation packages.
Well, I can tell you one would be to sell more product, to be introduced to more companies that are out there, and to grow with those companies. As they grow, we grow.
Gaining new customers. I'm within my first 3 years of being in business, and trying to wedge myself in between all the other competitors with marketing challenges. That's something that we have to work on. It's definitely a challenge.
So some of our biggest pain points are kind of new for us, but have been, I think, industry pain points for a while. And some of that has been just finding talented people for our team. I know, that's kind of something that we talk about at every industry event, and it's just kind of been something that's finally started to hit us. It hasn't been, anything too painful, I guess, but just trying to find the right people with the amount of growth that we've had.
We're still experiencing fleet management problems, industry problems. We're in a market where hurricanes and other tropical storms are a significant impact to our business, and other pain points, inflation. Cost of products, cost of employment, cost of running a fleet, all going up.
I think that some of our opportunities for growth, the top one would be retaining the customers that we have. So that obviously helps you grow faster when you can do that. I think that looking at what are the other add-on services that we can provide to our customers that are really solutions to problems that they have, not just adding on a service just to add it on, but there are services that our customers aren't utilizing that they could use. And keeping our eyes open for those opportunities, I think, is a definite way to grow. I think that a piece I would add on to that, though, is to be mindful of adding a service just to add a service. I mean, they need to be profitable services, and taking the time to evaluate whether or not that service is profitable, I think, is a very important step when looking at add-on services.
At this point in time, probably the biggest one for us now is purchasing other companies. So a lot of smaller companies that are in our area as well, and so we've been able to do that with one, and very successful for us. So
our top 3 growth opportunities, we've just gotten into termites with cross-selling that. We're mostly residential services. So termites, mosquitoes, and probably ticks as well.
Continuing to grow the top 100 companies. We have some really good relationships with those companies, but there are some that obviously there's a lot of opportunity still left. And then I would say probably with our rodent control products, bait block for rodents and ticks, that product, and then some of our new bait stations that we have coming out.
Well, we just acquired 1-800 Raccoon, so we're pushing the wildlife division in our region, New York. There's not too many wildlife companies, so we're that's one of our main ones right now. Doing exclusions as well. There's a second one for rats and wildlife.
I guess the opportunities is probably social media, probably being number one on that aspect, and marketing on I guess referrals, referral marketing. We love referrals, and I guess the other one would be website would be our third one.
Our company's best opportunity for growth now and in the upcoming years is really going to be bundling our different service offerings. We do a lot of that currently. We have for a long time, but we're really finding kind of the sweet spot on some different things that we haven't paired together before, and it's been really successful for us in the short time that we've been doing it. So I think that'll be a really good opportunity. We also, for the first time ever, acquired a company about 2 years ago, and that kind of filled in some gaps in our service area. And so just, kind of getting more brand awareness down there with those communities, and kind of tying all of that into our main service area that we already had are going to be some of our best growth opportunities.
Basically, the weather helps rodents breed. So that increases the business not only to the PMPs, but also for us. We also have a lot of growth opportunities with our CO2 product, which is IGI CO2. It's our newest product out there on the market. Then we also have some growth opportunities also with our bait stations with our PMPs.
At All You Need Pest Control, we've tried to utilize technology to the best of our abilities. We've gone pretty much paperless. Every technician is on a mobile device. Every sales rep is on a tablet and a phone that is all connected through the office and whatnot. And then there is different programs we have set in place, from vehicles to sales to CRM. Anything that can make our life easier from a technology standpoint, we're open ears to.
They can help me more just by communicating the inflation as timely as possible to us, and being very open and really keeping us in the loop on why and when it's happening, and just continue to work with us on an educational standpoint and maybe keep us abreast of new products coming to the market. That'd be very helpful.
I think they do a great job now. I mean, really, I don't feel that there's really any part of the supply side that's lacking. I think making sure that there is a relatively consistent pipeline of materials to try to stay ahead of whether it's going to be the regulatory component, like some mainstay product that we've been using suddenly being taken away, or just more ways to work on resistance management, resistance prevention.
We already have great relationships with our manufacturers and suppliers. Anytime we need anything, they are usually available and willing to help out. They've done educational sessions for us for CEU credits. They've gone to jobs and helped us out on problem accounts. Honestly, can't think of anything else that they can do that they don't already do for us.